Hello, welcome to today's video featuring me and the weird sound my radiator is making. Depending on whether or not my mic is picking that up, we'll find out when I'm editing. A couple years ago, I made a video called The Stupid Secret to Applying Individual Lashes, and I've got a little update, now more stupid than ever, and so that's what I'm gonna share with you guys today in this here video. Before we get into that, obligatory self-plug. Always think self-plug sounds dirty, and it's probably the reason why I continue to say it. The pre-sale for the Palette Mini by Salt New York, which is the zero waste company that I own, hair flip, I'm bald, is live right now. You can get 50% off of the bundles plus free worldwide shipping. I will put a link in the description box, of course. Just for the pre-orders just this month, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, the Palette Mini is the miniature version of the palette, our magnetic makeup palette, and Crème Tint Pro is the line of lip and cheek creams, highlighters, and bronders. 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 B-R-O-N-D-E-R-S. Bronders. Do you like my bronder? Hey guys, it's me. I'm just here editing, and I wanted to say that I had a really hard time saying words while making this video, an extra hard time, harder than usual, and I felt so fucking confident in this take that I didn't go for another. I just was like, nailed it. Bronders, here we go. It was supposed to be bronzers. Okay, carry on. We have an inclusive shade range. Right now I'm wearing Sculpt and Bronze in Light and Contour Radiant in Beige and Lip and Cheek in Rose. So that's my little palette. You can use whatever colors you want. It's vegan, cruelty-free, non-comedogenic, zero waste, and cute, and has a really satisfying magnetic clappy sound and zip sound. So it's just a treat for all your senses. Probably not all your senses. Immediately taking that back. Don't eat it, but if you look at it and listen to it, those two, and touch it, it's not 3 of the 5 senses, or 6 if you are Haley Joel Osment from the movie The Sixth Sense, M. Night Shyamalan. Okay, and that's the end of my self-plug / plug for Haley Joel Osment, Bruce Willis, and M. Night Shyamalan. A lot of fun names to say. Alright, so I'm just going to give a little recap of my video, The Stupid Secret to Applying Individual Lashes, as a jumping off point. In case you're new here, my name is Kiki G. Hi, nice to meet you. And I'm a makeup artist for film and television. I've been doing that for like 10 years. I started my company Salt a couple years ago, so I am on set less now because I'm doing that, obviously. But anyway, I have applied literally many thousands of individual lashes, and it was always a breeze putting them on other humans' eyeball areas, but I had a really awkward time putting it on myself. For the first couple years, I just would be like, and doing this sort of like, you take it out and it's like a, sort of like a, doing a shadow puppet of a swan situation. It was just really awkward, and so I didn't do it, and I just had bald eyes, as bald as my head. I do have some hair, and actually it's longer than my lashes. I'd be pretty stoked if my eyes had this length of hair growing out of them. So one day I had an epiphany. This day was about like 8 years ago now, but I realized that when I pull the lashes out with tweezers to place them upon another's face, when I take them out of the package, they're just already angled the same direction that person opposite me's lashes are growing out. So I could just set them down, and it was super easy. But when I would try to put them on myself, I should like put this in black and white, like when they do the infomercials. When I put them on myself, same process, take it out. Oh no, swan shadow puppet! How do you make it? What am I gonna do? And then I just would be sad like this, with little bald eyeballs. Anyway, one day, epiphany strikes, and I realized this is awkward. because when I take them out of the package, they're facing the opposite direction that my lashes grow. The end where the glue goes is backwards, so that's why I have to make shadow puppets and be scared. Oh, I'm scared. So I went, oh my god, I can just turn that shit around. Like I just set it down on my hand, turn it around real quick, pick it up that way, and now it's as if I am my client. It's facing the right way, and I can just open my eyes, set it down, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I already knew that this was stupid and that I was stupid. I've actually known that for quite some time. But I figured other people are probably stupid too. So I uploaded a video showing this technique saying, hey, my fellow stoops. I don't think I said that in the video, but hey, in case anybody else didn't figure this out, if you turn it around, it's easy to put on. So I was feeling pretty good. Found a sense of community with other people that don't think about things that are obvious necessarily. And then one day I got a comment from user Brooke of Jules who said, wait, but can you just turn the whole lash package around so they're facing that way in the first place? To which I replied, I guess if you want to be a smarty pants, I hate myself. Since that comment, I have started doing that, and yes, miraculously, if you hold the lashes in the direction you want them to be, they will be in that direction. If you're feeling upset that this is stupid, please let me remind you that the name of this video really prepares you for that. So anyway, I figured I would give you guys a little information about why I like to use individual lashes and a demo along with some tips for application in general, including how to hold a thing in your hand facing the way you want it to face. So first, a little pro and con comparing individual lashes with strip lashes. I prefer to use individual lashes, especially on myself, actually really just in general, because I find them so much more comfortable. I'm very sensitive to stuff touching my face, on my face, my eyes. I don't like the feeling of strips, so I tend to gravitate towards these because I really can hardly even feel them, and that is my preference. I also appreciate the way that you can customize the shape and lengths, so I can stack a little more on the outer corners if I'm trying to get a little like cat eye situation, or I can round them out if I'm trying to do like a Zooey Deschanel situation. And I just like to have a lot of flexibility, especially they're very helpful and versatile in my kit because I can work exactly with that person's eye shape to do what I want to do with it. Also, let me know in the comments if you want to see a video. I had the idea to do one on like how you can manipulate different eye shapes by placing lashes in various formations. I thought that could be kind of interesting. Kind of like how, you know, people that wear glasses, you can use different shapes for your different face shapes and different eye effects. You can do a similar thing with lashes. So if you want to see that in a video, just let me know. You can also get a really natural effect depending on what type of individual lashes you use. So the ones I use the most regularly are these little trios, just because it's quicker than the individual clusters or the individual lashes where it's literally one single lash. But I still get the comfort and I still have some flexibility with how I place them. However, if I'm working with somebody where they have like certain areas that are more sparse, or I'm just trying to do something super natural, like a lot of the time makeup for movies and TV is not glam. Like you don't want to see that someone's wearing lashes, and so for whatever your reasoning is, if you take those ones where it's like a single lash, you can be really, really precise and you can add fullness and no one can, no one's the wiser. And then the con for these would really just be that you have to customize them in the sense that it is multiple steps. I work more quickly with these, maybe because I have more practice with them because I like them more, and maybe just because they are a little easier for me. But I know a lot of people that this does take longer for them to do than strip lashes, where it's you can just put it on. And then kind of going along with that same con, the pros to strip lashes really is that they can be quicker. Again, they're not quicker for me, so it's not necessarily always true, but for a lot of people. And they're already pretty. Like they've already placed them in a way that looks nice and is symmetrical, and there's so many different looks, like infinite looks to choose. So that's a big pro in that you could, like, any look you can imagine pretty much you can find. And also in the last decade, I've seen so many different brands come out with like superior quality ones than what we used to be able to work with, where we were somewhat limited in just like the quality of them. But now there's a lot of really nice ones that do look really natural, so play around and see what you like. But if you're interested in this for any of the reasons I said, here are my tips. Tip number 1 is think about your own face, especially when you're choosing the length. So these come in like extra small, small, medium, large, and who knows what else, but those are the ones you can find from a lot of brands like Kiss or Ardell. I do not have a lot of lid space, and when I wear mediums, I feel insane. Bigger is not always necessarily better, so I actually really like using the extra short and short, because these are the short ones, and you'll see when I put them on in a second, they're quite long. They're definitely longer than my natural lashes, and when I use mediums, it covers anything that I've done on here. So if you have big eyes and a lot of lid space, then you can veer towards mediums, maybe even longs. And if you have smaller eyes or smaller lid space, it's okay. If it says short, that doesn't mean like they're short, because I think I was resistant to them. It's bad branding. The sizes have bad branding, because I was kind of like, well, I don't want short lashes, I want long lashes, but the short lashes are really long, especially on my little eyes. Sorry I said little eyes like that. So I'm going to use a little duo lash glue, and I'm going to put it in a dot, the back of my hand. Then I'm going to take some tweezers, and I'm going to hold my lashes in the direction of my lashes. And I shall pluck from the container. Also, for some of the cheaper brands, they're kind of like stuck in there, so it does help to make sure your tweezers get like as close down to the root as you can, and then pull them out, because otherwise you can like splur, and when it happens to you, you'll understand what that sound was. But like the lashes will kind of like splur. I don't know how to say it with words. I'm so sorry. They come apart in a splur sort of way. Now I'm going to dip into the glue, and you just need a little bit. I'm using the black glue. I kind of go back and forth. The black glue does dry faster, and that's a fact. Didn't have anything else to say there. So I think the easiest way to do this is to just look straight ahead into a mirror with your eyes open. Another tip is when it comes to your placement, I got this trick, by the way, I have to give credit to Ray Morris, incredible makeup artist and mentor of mine early in my career. Don't start your lashes all the way on the edge of the upper lash line. Scooch in a little bit, because, wow, I really should have started talking before. I was like holding this pinched, getting finger fatigue. Anyway, you want to be elongating, right? That's a sexy word, your face. And if you put your lashes all the way down, then, you know, fuck this. My fingers are not strong, you guys. I'm setting it down. Woo! If you take your lashes all the way down to here, they're going to actually droop your eye a little bit, because they go like droop. So it's going to break this nice shape you're getting with your shadow and your liner or whatever it is you're doing. If you scoot them in just a little few millimeters, beep, then they're going to kind of, the lashes themselves will be more in line with that. So it'll be a little more lifting. We love to lift. I mean, except for I don't actually want to like lift things, because they're heavy. So now I'm going to look straight ahead and try not to block the camera. It's my favorite game. And I'm going to set them down. You're not setting them. Why do I do this? Why do I begin to speak after I'm in the pinch position? Now you guys know how weak my fingers are, and I'm full of embarrassment. You're not setting them down on your skin. You're putting them right on the lashes, right towards the base of the lash. Ta-da! I do like to kind of pinch them in with my lashes. Oh, and obviously you can already see this, but I like to do this step after I've done my mascara and the rest of my makeup, because I don't like to fuss around with it after I've placed them. I do like to sort of pinch them though, and I give them a second to dry, and then just do a little like beep, beep, so that they're really like in sync with my lashes. That's pretty much the whole thing. And put on the rest. And I'm just going to keep this really straightforward and apply them in a line across my lash line. So you can see I set it down and it's like, I'm gonna let it kind of dry a little bit. I don't want to have it stick to my finger. Did it do that? No. Look, perfect. It's just meshing. Just making little babies together. Little eyelash babies getting made on my eyes. What a gross visual. Now I'm picturing all of these lashes with like faces and little limbs, and they're getting all up on each other on my eye. It's like a weird little animated film in my mind. So I set it down, and then I kind of like press it into the lash orgy. Apparently that's the picture I've painted, and I'm sticking with it. Now if I prepared and had extra short lashes, which I don't right now, and I don't know why I didn't think to get them, I would start to transition to those for this inner bit. And if I'm just being pretty standard, this is like a safe bet placement. You want to look for the highest point of your upper lash line, which means like if you're looking straight ahead in the mirror and your upper lash line is a curve, you're going to look and see where is that curve the highest, and from that point outward, use a longer lash, and then inward from that, you can use a shorter lash. So that's not always going to be like straight in the middle. It could be anywhere. But since I don't have the shorter lashes, what I'm going to do is this magic trick of pulling it out in the direction that it goes. And then I'm actually going to just angle them a little bit like straighter. So you can kind of cheat a difference in lash length by like, if you set them up more straight up and down, then obviously they're going to be longer because they're going to be taller. And then if you lay them forward a little more, they're going to not look as long. So and if this is stressful and you're just learning how to do this, don't worry about it. Just keep them all uniform and that will still be fine. So I set it down, and then because this one I want to appear a little shorter, I'm going to let it dry for a second, let it chill for a minute, and then I'm going to like press it a little lower. I should have waited. I didn't wait long enough. I was trying to be fast for you guys. Take two. Okay, set it down. Now I'm gonna let it sit there. And I'll do the other eye while I wait. Okay, now I'm just going to like squish this one down a little more aggressively. So you can see I have it kind of like more like this, and these a little more like this, so it's a little more like this. Do the same thing on this side. Right, perfect pitch. And voila, I can hardly even feel the lash orgies that I have happening on my lids, and I look so cute. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to go check out the pre-sale, 50% off free shipping on the bundles. I've said it so many times, and I'm not gonna stop for the rest of the month. Make sure you like this video if you liked this video. Make sure you like this video if you did not like this video, and you can subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at Kiki G Makeup. You can also follow Salt at Salt New York for updates on things like sales. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later this week. Goodbye.